The NBA season rolls along on Wednesday. We've got a small NHL slate and some Champions League action to break down. Let's get right into it. This is the Game Day Grind. What's up, sports fans? My name is Chris. Welcome back to Game Day Wagers, and thank you for watching today's edition of the Game Day Grind. Today is Wednesday, October 22nd, and in today's video, we're going to be breaking down a few NBA games, a couple of NHL games, and a unique Champions League parlay that I feel very confident about, and we should cash at a big price. Before we get into today's action, let's look back at yesterday. We did go 5-2 for plus 2.8 units, which is solid. We're continuing to make you guys money on a daily basis. And if you guys are enjoying the content, please drop a like on the video. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. And subscribe to the YouTube channel, Game Day Wagers, so you don't miss out on anything going forward. We've got an action-packed slate to break down for you guys, and we'll kick things off on the ice, talking Detroit Red Wings taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Look, I'm going to keep this handicap short and sweet for you guys, talking Detroit Red Wings taking on the Buffalo Sabres. I'm going to ride with the Vegas sportsbooks here. I think they know something, and by Vegas, I mean the line, because I think it's telling with the Buffalo Sabres, minus 115 home favorites. The Detroit Red Wings enter town on a 5-game winning streak. They're atop the Atlantic Division, and yet they're road dogs to a Buffalo Sabres side that's 2-4 and coming off a loss against Montreal 4-2. Buffalo has shown flashes of late, scoring 11 goals in the 2 games prior to their 4-2 loss, but goaltending has been an issue all season long in the early exchanges, and on the flip side, Detroit is getting strong goaltending, allowing 2 goals or fewer in 4 straight games. I think this line is telling. Patrick Kane's not going to suit up for the Detroit Red Wings, and I think that affects them more on the road than it does at home, given the last change situation. I'm going to ride with the line here. I'm going to take Buffalo Sabres on the money line, minus 115. From Buffalo, we're going to New Jersey. We're talking Minnesota Wild taking on the New Jersey Devils. The Devils come off a great game on Tuesday, putting up 5 goals in a 5-2 win against the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're on the back end of a back-to-back in this spot against a Wild team that can score, but simply can't defend. I'm taking the over 5.5 goals at minus 130. Both teams sit top 10 in terms of power play percentage, and with a backup goalie in net for the New Jersey Devils, I expect Minnesota to score at least 3 goals in this contest. Philip Gustafsson gets the starting nod for the Wild. He's got a sub-9 save percentage and a 3.04 goals against average. On a final game of this 5-game road trip for the Wild, I expect a little bit of fatigue to play in, and we're going to see plenty of mistakes on both ends. I'm going to take the Goldies to struggle. Give me the over 5.5 goals. It wouldn't shock me to see both teams reach 3 goals apiece. From the ice, we're going to go to the hardwood. It is time for our new segment, Hardwood Handles. It's Hardwood Handles time, and to kick things off, we are coming off a split yesterday with our NBA best bets. We took the Houston Rockets plus 7.5 points. That was a thrilling double overtime victory for the Oklahoma City Thunder by 1 point, which means we cashed our Rockets ticket. We did, however, fall short with our Luka Doncic best bet over 3.5 threes made. He scored 43 points, but went 2 for 10 from beyond the arc. That's not exactly how I envisioned Luka getting a 40-piece in the opener. But I digress. We got 3 plays locked and loaded, starting with Trae Young over 10.5 assists against the Toronto Raptors at minus 130. Look, if you look at this Hawks team, they have to be one of the most overlooked teams in the East this year. Beyond Boston, New York, and Cleveland, there's a path, I think, for the Hawks to at least grab home court advantage in round 1 of the playoffs. They'll go as Trae Young goes, and as he goes, so do the assists. Young's one of the best facilitators in the conference, and with a new front court piece in Kristaps Porzingis that can stretch the floor and score near the rim, I think this could elevate his assist market. The Raptors, they didn't improve much on the defensive side of things in the offseason, and I feel like this is a great matchup for Trae Young to pick up where he left off. It's bold to take an over 10.5 assists in the opening game of the season, but I love this play a lot, and we're getting good value at minus 130. Give me Trae Young, over 10.5 assists, minus 130. From Atlanta, we're going to Chicago. We're talking the Bulls hosting the Pistons. I'm going to go ahead and lay the minus 3.5 points here on the road with the Detroit Pistons at minus 110. Call me crazy, but I think this line is about 3 points off. The Pistons were a few bounces away from upsetting the Knicks last spring, while the Bulls were dismantled in round 1 by the Cavaliers. Yet here we are, and this line is pricing these two teams like they're equals. Kobe White is out for Chicago. That's 20 points and 5 assists gone from the opening day roster. and I don't believe this team has enough depth to make up for that production. Detroit, on the other hand, they have a good opportunity to take the next step. Cade Cunningham can flat out play. He's surrounded by great shooters and a developing and talented Jalen Duren near the rim. If they can defend well, this game should not be close. Give me the Pistons minus 3.5 points, minus 110. I think the breakout starts tonight. And finally, we're going to head out west. We're talking Phoenix taking on Sacramento. I'm going to go ahead and lay the minus 4 points here with the Phoenix Suns at minus 110. If you look at this matchup, the Kings are missing Domantas Sabonis for this one, and that changes everything offensively for them. He's their interior facilitator and who gets a touch on every single offensive set. I don't believe Dennis Schroeder and DeMar DeRozan's iso ball are good enough to keep this game close, especially on the road in Phoenix. The Suns super team era is a thing of the past, but I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt here that the circus has left town and the chemistry is back. They've added Mark Williams in the front court, and he's going to be a disruptor on the defensive end of things in the paint, and a great option offensively to get those easy buckets in close. I expect a big game from Devin Booker. I expect the Suns to put that circus behind them and kick off things with a win and cover. Give me the Suns minus 4, minus 110. From the hardwood, we're going to go to the pitch. We're talking Champions League afternoon action. And after cashing both of our best bets yesterday with Arsenal, Atletico Madrid over 2.5 goals, and Inter Milan money line, we're going to roll with a little bit of a Wednesday sweat, something that I personally love playing on a match day basis, and something that I have full confidence in that can cash for us here at a big plus 330 price. We are going to be taking every 3 p.m. Eastern game to have at least one first half goal. I've locked it in at plus 330, and odds made vary depending on which book you're playing at. Every match on this slate, it's a 7-game slate in the afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern, is all slated and lined toward having goals. All over 2.5 goals in this game are juiced minus 160 or worse. So we're betting on action early and often. I want to hear from you guys, though, about this specific bet. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are going to be tailing and what odds you're getting on this specific wager. That wraps up today's episode of the Game Day Grind. Thank you guys so much for watching. To quickly recap our best bets on the ice, we're taking the Sabres on the money line, the Devils Wild over 5.5 goals. On the hardwood, we're taking Trae Young over 10.5 assists. We're taking the Pistons minus 3.5 points. We're taking the Suns minus 4 points. And on the pitch in Champions League action, 3 p.m. Eastern time, we're taking all 7 games to go over 0.5 first half goals. We've got those odds at plus 330, and I want to know what kind of odds you got for tailing this bet. Now, if you guys are enjoying the content, please don't forget to like the video. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, Game Day Wagers, if you guys haven't already. I don't want you to miss out on anything going forward. And most importantly, to me, leave a comment in the comment section if you guys are tailing, fading, calling me crazy for any particular bet, and tell me why. Or leave a comment if you guys have any best bets you want to share with me so that we can all make some money together. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time on the Game Day Wagers YouTube channel. As always, keep grinding and good luck.